ministers here present, Your Excellency, allow me to write on the protocols already established. Your Excellency, today we launch more than a football competition. We launch a national statement. The 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup, your visionary initiative, Your Excellency, aligns directly with National Development Strategy 2 and with FIFA, CAF, and COSAFA development frameworks. It is structured, it is inclusive, and it is transformational. This is the most comprehensive competition ever undertaken by Zimbabwean football. It spans area zones to the Premier League, to the grassroots, to the elite, women's football, futsal, and beach soccer. It is national in scale. It is developmental in purpose, and it is historic in ambition. Your Excellency, such ambition is only possible because of leadership at the highest level. On behalf, Your Excellency, of the entire Zimbabwean football family who are here filling this auditorium, the players, the coaches, the referees, the administrators, and the supporters, we all express our deepest gratitude. I was hoping the beneficiaries were going to clap hands for His Excellency. Your support, Your Excellency, has shifted the trajectory of our game in Zimbabwe. We saw it during the Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. For the first time in years, our warriors prepared properly, Your Excellency. They traveled with dignity and represented Zimbabwe without any distraction. That was leadership in action, and we thank you. Now, allow me, Your Excellency, to speak about us football people. We are a unique community, Your Excellency. Footballers and football fans, we know everything. In football matters, we know who must start on the lineup when a team is playing. We know who must be fired. We know who must retire, and even which grass at the stadium is misbehaving. This is us, the football community, Your Excellency. Every taxi driver is a tactical analyst. Every WhatsApp group, Your Excellency, has a national selectors and FIFA instructors. But even with this very high key, Your Excellency, none of us saw the scale of this revival. Today, even the geniuses in the stands must admit, this is bigger than all of us. And this, Your Excellency, you have made it possible. May you please clap your hands. This competition, Your Excellency, is not just about football. It aligns snugly with NDS2, driving youth empowerment, structured economic activity, and inclusive national participation. It stimulates provincial economies, it professionalizes opportunity, it strengthens governance in sport. It is not merely a competition, Your Excellency. It is an instrument for development. Football is one of Zimbabwe's largest economic ecosystems. When structured properly, it becomes an economic multiplier. The 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup activates that multiplier effect. Competitions like this create transformation. We remember Stanley Stephen, Your Excellency, rising from the lower leagues to become a soccer star. Twice His story reminds us that talent lives everywhere, in our communities, in our growth points, and in the rural areas. What talent requires, Your Excellency, is structure and opportunity. This tournament provides exactly that. And speaking about opportunity, after Your Excellency gave us our marching orders on this particular program, we were quietly working, preparing for this launch. We're being strategic, Your Excellency, consulting, the sponsors, being disciplined. Then suddenly we heard that one gentleman by the name Rick Ross was landing in Zimbabwe. I asked myself, why is the American superstar rushing here? Then it became clear, Your Excellency, when they reached Miami, that Zimbabwe was about to launch the biggest football rival in its history. Rick Ross, Your Excellency, heard about the 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup and said, I must go and witness this economic stimulus. As you can see, they are all aware of this particular incident. So, Your Excellency, Rick was scrambled, not for a concert, but because he did not want to miss history. That is the energy this program is generating, Your Excellency. Above all, this initiative restores belief that Zimbabwean football can be fair, belief that talent will be rewarded, belief that structure can replace improvisation. Your Excellency, Ziva understands the responsibility that comes with this investment. We commit to administering this competition with transparency, discipline, and accountability, Your Excellency. The trust you have placed in us will be honored. This is not the end of the journey. It is the beginning of a new chapter where football reflects the nation and contributes meaningfully to national development. Before I take my seat, Your Excellency, may I invite you to turn your attention to the screens for the unveiling of the Munhumutapa trophies and the distinguished Zimbabwean artist and jeweler, Mr. Patrick Mavos, who crafted them. I thank you.
I work in our Zimbabwe workshop, creating jewelry, sculpture, table pieces, and objets. As a Zimbabwean family, we and Patrick Mavros are incredibly proud to be part of the journey in creating the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. We worked very closely with Ziva to create a cup that is classic and timeless, something that will stand the test of time, and something that will hold deep cultural significance. The cup is made up of sterling silver from Zimbabwe and Zimbabwean ebony, which will give it a wonderful contrast. The base of the trophy is based on the conical tower found in ancient ruins of Great Zimbabwe. And these wonderful stones on the base will also act as plaques for the engraving for the winners' names of the trophy. The men's cup and the ladies' cup are similar. We've designed them in that way so that the ladies' cup was not overshadowed by the men's cup. We thought that that was important. And they have some very identifiable and very Zimbabwean elements to them. The men's trophy has been engraved with the check pattern. The check pattern's significance is that of the male crocodile. For the ladies' trophy, it has been engraved with the herringbone pattern, representative of the female crocodile, another nod to our history and our culture. When this cup is held up, it will be unique and one of a kind. Ladies and gentlemen, we are incredibly excited about the launch of the tournament, and we are delighted to present to you the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup.
I think those trophies deserve a bigger round of applause.
Those trophies are a thing of beauty, ladies and gentlemen, and because this is the football family, I'm sure you'll agree that they look and can stand up next to any of the trophies all over the world. The UEFA Champions League, whatever you name, those trophies can stand up next to it, and it is right here in Zimbabwe, the 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're playing for on the women's and the men's competition. Becky, I think now would be a good time for us to just hear very quickly from, let's say, two individuals about their reflections around this trophy. And so, allow us to call upon Edward Sadomba and Rose Mugadza. A round of applause as they come, ladies and gentlemen.
He's looking like he can still play football.
He looks like he can still play?
Yeah.
100%. He still does. I've played some social league football with him, and the man can move. Ladies and gentlemen, Edward Sadomba. He is, Your Excellency, the only Zimbabwean footballer. You're not a footballer, are you? He's the only Zimbabwean footballer to be the top goal scorer in the CAF Champions League. He is still to this day, even after he retired, top 5 in the all-time scorers on the African continent in the CAF Champions League. He's also the only footballer to have won the CAF Champions League as well as the CAF Federations Cup. Those are the 2 tiers of African competition. Becky.
Mr. Sadomba, my question to you will be, after everything up to this point, how are you feeling about this 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup?
Thank you, Becky. First, I just want to thank Your Excellency for the support that you are giving us, especially in sport. Because for myself, I grew up in Bari and become a top scorer in the CAF Champions League. So, Your Excellency, thank you very much for the sport. Sport can change also the lives of people. So thank you so much. Coming back to you, Becky, the launch of the Munhumutapa Cup, I think it's a great thing, not only for us, and for Zimbabwe as a whole. You can see what is the government is doing for national development. I think that's a good strategy, Your Excellency. Thank you very much.
And I left the best for last. Your Excellency, I have before you Rose Mugadza. Rose Mugadza holds the unique accolades of having participated in Zimbabwean football at all 3 levels. Rose Mugadza was a player, played for our national team, as a coach, one of the most qualified coaches in the country, and then as an administrator, and was part of the ZIFA normalization committee that preceded the entrance of the Nobile Mabwizi administration. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Rose Mugadza.
Rose, what an amazing little brief on your profile. So based on what Barry just explained to us, representing football on all 3 levels, how do you feel about what is happening today?
Thank you, Your Excellency, for giving us this opportunity to support the girl child and give everyone the opportunity to play, whether you're a woman or you're a boy. We thank you that you should support us, especially if you put more money to the women's side. Women has qualified for the Olympics, only team that have done so, and it's very easy for women also to qualify for the World Cup. So we need your support, and we thank you for what you are doing for us as women, and we'll appreciate you for you've been part of us through our journey as women. And the women, we are looking after you, so you have to give us a little bit more because we are looking after you.
Thank you so much to Rose Mugadza and Edward Sadomba. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And I had to take the mic away from Rose, or else she was going to take all of the money.
No, I see the money going to the women's league. I'm here for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have amongst us, FIFA representative, and we'd just like to acknowledge Mr. David Funny. But we're very, David Funny from FIFA, a big round of applause for David for being here. But, Your Excellency, we're very proud that we have a message, a special message, from the President of FIFA, Mr. Gianni Infantino. Please kindly turn your attention to the screens.
Dear President Emerson Mnangagwa, President of Zimbabwe. Dear Anselm Sanyatwa, Minister of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture. Dear ZIFA President, my friend Nobile Magwizi, and all my friends in Zimbabwe. What a great day for football in your wonderful country. The launch of the ZIFA Munhumutapa Challenge Cup is a momentous occasion for our beloved sport. And I congratulate you all on bringing this tremendous, fabulous project to life. I'm especially heartened that it has such a strong governmental support. So thank you for that, Mr. President, and it will give even more momentum to the fantastic work of all the teams at the Zimbabwe Football Association. The far-reaching impact of this tournament is another aspect that particularly gives me cause for joy, as it mirrors FIFA's own goal of making football accessible to all. I congratulate you again and thank you for all that you are doing to make football, the beautiful game, even more beautiful in beautiful Zimbabwe. So enjoy your day in Harare, and best wishes for the great competition that is about to commence. See you all very soon. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the FIFA President, Mr. Gianni Infantino, just showing solidarity with what is taking place here, and of course thanking the grace of His Excellency in championing the cause of the ZIFA Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. Hopefully we'll be able to get the FIFA President here for the final of the ZIFA Munhumutapa Challenge Cup between Golden Eagles and Scotland FC. Your Excellency, Golden Eagles is our team. It's a team that we're looking forward to. Ladies and gentlemen, now it gives me great pleasure to call upon the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sport, Mr. Nicholas Moore, to come and introduce the Minister, who will then, in turn, introduce our guest.
Thank you, Barry. Barry Manandi and Ms. Beck. Please, let's give a round of applause to our great directors of ceremonies. I think you are told that you should get a ticket for the FIFA President for September. Thank you. Let me... Yeah, it's important. This is a big thing. This is a game changer for Zimbabwe. So let's not set our goals. You know, you are the one who said it's about setting history, and it's very important. Let me take this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to invite our own dear Minister, an able Member of Parliament, a very able young man, a Minister of Youth, who has been giving us a lot of guidance, Your Excellency, when he's acting Minister of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture. Also because in the other time he was Deputy Minister in our ministry. It has made work a lot easier when you have called upon him to hold fort when our minister is away on leave. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Honorable Tino Machakaire, the Acting Minister of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, to give us his remarks and then introduce the guest of honor, His Excellency. I thank you.
Directors of ceremony, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, Excellency, the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Harare Metropolitan Province, Honorable CZ Chawemba, and other ministers here present. Deputy Minister of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Honorable Emily Jesai, and other Deputy Ministers here present. In a special way, allow me to acknowledge members of the Politburo, ZANU-PF Party, the ZANU-PF Youth League, also members of the Munhumutapa, Permanent Secretary for Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Mr. Moyo, and other secretaries here present. Mayor of Harare Metropolitan Province, His Worship, J.E. Mafume, members of Parliament here present, senior government officials here present, FIFA, CAF, and COSAFA representatives here present. The Zimbabwe Football Association President, the small P, Mr. N. Mabizi, ZIFA Expo Secretariat and members here present, the Chairman of Better Plans Group, and also a member of Parliament for Mavuku, Honorable Sagupai, the Group Chairman of Sakunda Holdings, Dr. Kodabasheta Gray, the CEO of IMC Communications, Mr. Whitney Otubai, the CEO of Prevail International, Dr. Paul Tumara, sponsors and partners. Your Excellency, allow me to acknowledge in a special way CBZ Holdings for their sterling work that they are doing in supporting the sport fraternity. And also, if I could also acknowledge ECOBEN, members of the media fraternity, athletes and supporters, fellow Zimbabweans, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, it is my distinct honor to stand before you at the launch of the ZIFA Munhumutapa Challenge Cup, which sends a clear and powerful message that under the Second Republic, sport matters and our young people matter. Sport is about more than producing great athletes. It helps build character, discipline, and resilience. It strengthens bodies and shapes minds. At a time when the drug and substance abuse is affecting so many of our communities, organized sport offers structure, mentorship, and hope amongst our young people. When young people are out on the field, supported by their families and guided by the committed coaches, they are less exposed to harmful influences. Sport gives them direction, it gives them purpose, and it helps protect their future. I think you heard Mr. Infantino Excellency pronounce that Munhumutapa is aware of Munhumutapa. So, Excellency, this is not just a name, it is now a brand. The Munhumutapa Challenge Cup is living proof that under the Second Republic, the empowerment of young people is more than just a slogan. It aligns with the National Development Strategy 2 and advances our journey towards Vision 2030 by investing in human capital, expanding inclusion, and unlocking economic participation through sport. Your Excellency, allow me to comment and appreciate the sterling job that one of our sports federations, ZIFA, is doing. They have been championing the revival of junior football and offering leadership in this new challenge cup. On behalf of the ministry, I express our deepest appreciation to you, Your Excellency, for your visionary leadership and steadfast commitments to the growth of sport and the empowerment of our young people. Together, we move forward with confidence and unity and purpose. Your Excellency, today we are witnessing the launch of a historic 25 million a year commitment. This initiative is not simply a trophy. It is about building a strong and structured national platform for talent identification, growth, and excellence. Truly leaving no one and no place behind. This initiative creates opportunity for young people in every province, every district, and every community to participate, to compete, and to believe in their potential. This program is intended to strengthen our domestic systems as we are laying the groundwork for sustained international competitiveness. Global success is built on solid local foundations, and today we are strengthening those foundations. This is a bold investment in Zimbabwean talent. It is a statement of confidence in our youth and in the future of our nation. Your Excellency, I had the opportunity to visit you to your farm when Zimbabwe was playing with Egypt. And Your Excellency, when I visited you, you were watching soccer. But something that surprised me on the day, Your Excellency, I was trying to talk to you, but your focus was on soccer. But the Chakazo Prince, Your Excellency, for later on, you were trying to also kick. So I realized that His Excellency was in the sports field. So soccer, inotibatanidza tese Your Excellency. Kana uchindivenga usingandifarire, but kana tapa soccer tokuramanirirana, and we build the Zimbabwe movement together through sport. Your Excellency, allow me to say you have been doing a lot of work, but this particular one today, it's so amazing. When we came to see you, and we and you said, when it comes to soccer, I will put all my effort to support soccer. And I thought, Your Excellency, my daughter was very good, my daughter was and the witnesses are here and they are listening to this. And when you were saying, Your Excellency, I have no doubt that my temple is sport as a pair of bananas. I don't want to get into the issues, but I know, Your Excellency, from today we are now going to sleep peacefully because we are now on board pushing sports for Zimbabwe. Now, therefore, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor to introduce a remarkable individual who has dedicated his life to serving our nation from a very young age. He has held various key government positions, and in 2017, he took the highest office of this land, a role he continues to hold with excellence. His tireless efforts to empower the youth and advance sports development has been a hallmark of his leadership. And today's event is a testament to his unwavering commitment. It is now my pleasure to invite His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, to take the floor and share with us his inspiring vision. Your Excellency, second.
Very seated. Director of ceremonies, the acting minister of sports, recreation, arts and culture, Honorable Tima Chakaire, Honorable ministers and deputy ministers who are here, the Chief Secretary, the President Cabinet, Dr. Martin Bushwaya, senior government officials who are here, the Mayor of the City of Harare is Washington, Councillor J. Mafume, representatives of FIFA, CAF and COSAFA, Zimbabwe Football Association President, President Mabizi, sponsors and partners, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. They say football acts as a universal language, transcending cultural, religions, political, and age divide, fostering shared passion and a sense of community. Being a football supporter myself, I know the power of football in uniting diverse peoples, promoting cohesion and a sense of belonging for communities, fans, and players alike. It is with this, in this context, that I am very pleased to officiate at this historic launch of the Zimbabwe Football Association Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. This is a defining moment in the history of our country's football development. The initiative represents an innovative and groundbreaking structure that is set to alter the architecture of our country's soccer arena over the next 5 years. Happening at a time characterized by shifting dynamics and factors affecting sports in general, I want to congratulate ZIFA and all stakeholders for their foresight and institutional dexterity, which has resulted in an unveiling of this noble idea. I say Makrokoto Amtao. Our gathering today is most opportune, occurring against the background of the continued visibility and superb performance of our country's national teams on the global sporting stage. On behalf of the government and the nation as a whole, I formally wish to congratulate our national cricket team, the Sheffields, for their spirited play at the ongoing ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Again, I say in advance congratulations. I equally commend the mighty warriors for their performance during the Women's COSAFA tournament. They were indeed a worthy representation of our collective national trait of determination, resilience, and pride, in whom we as Zimbabweans are proud. May the performance of the chaperones and might warriors be a source of inspiration to our many young people and an assurance that they too can showcase their God-given talents on the world stage. Again, I say I'm sure. Distinguished venerable guests, the name Munhumutapa invokes unshakable strength and fortitude, authority and civilization. It reminds us that sustainable progress must be anchored on our rich national identity, our values, and our heritage. To this end, the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup symbolically connects our rich history to our brighter future, leveraging on sport. This competition framework is an essential building block towards a football sector that is integrated into the broader national transformation and the socio-economic development agenda of our country. It also embodies a generational resolve to scale up inclusivity and maximum benefits to all actors within the football fraternity and sporting in general. I say well done, our young people. This Challenge Cup, with an annual commitment of $5 million, culminating in a $25 million investment over 5 years, is set to transition national soccer from fragmented competitions to a more cohesive and integrated football ecosystem. It is praiseworthy that the framework brings together senior men's football, senior women's football, junior development structures, five-a-side version of soccer as well as beach soccer, and one accountable and professionally governed system. May I congratulate ZIFA for this all-inclusive approach, which will go a long way to ensure that athletes in football realize their full potential. I urge you all to maintain the thrust where development, empowerment, and the wealth creation opportunities for the youth and women are at the heart of this initiative. Under my administration, no province, district, or talent must be left behind. Distinguished guests, comrades and friends, I welcome the collaboration involving the Ministry of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, along with the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education and the ZIFA, among other stakeholders. This dovetails with my government's whole of society approach and will ensure that football is entrenched within our education ecosystem. Meanwhile, government welcomes the partnership with the United Nations Population Fund, which will position football as a platform for health awareness, inclusivity, gender equality and resilience. Under this model, football as an instrument for unity, social protection, discipline, and national productivity is enhanced in line with our national aspirations outlined in our Vision 2030. It is pleasing to note that the proposed structure for the under-14 and under-16 national leagues are set to generate hundreds of matches annually. This will in turn create a measurable and merit-based pathway from school to community, district, province, and ultimately the national teams. I say to you, in this sector, well done. Likewise, the importance of integrating women's football within this national progressive framework cannot be overemphasized. But I'm not sure whether we should have men play netball. But we can welcome women playing football. I applaud stakeholders in the football fraternity for structurally and competitively prioritizing the development and growth of women's soccer. The equal recognition of women's soccer within the competition calendar and defined pathways ensures that our girls, both across rural and urban areas, have access to equal opportunities to explore their God-given talents. The inclusion of other soccer categories expands our national talent base and fosters broader community participation. This multi-format strategy reflects a modern football economy prepared to compete across all platforms. Essential aspects of governance must remain central to this initiative. I therefore urge all stakeholders to make sure that the program operates in strict compliance with the ZIFA statutes, as well as continental international standards. Further, the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup sponsorship, in particular, should be professionally administered. Guarantees with regards to accountability, transparency, and fairness are critically important. While integrity, safeguards have to be enforced and credibility sustained. As the current crop of leaders in the sporting sector, you all have a duty to provide the requisite environment and structures so that our athletes appropriately adapt to the ever-changing sporting industry landscapes. To this end, the ZIFA Munhumutapa Challenge Cup should result in spillover benefits beyond sharpening skills for players and extend to match day employment, logistics and enterprises, media value chains, and tourism opportunities. Additional benefits must also accrue to districts, provinces, and communities historically which were excluded from such a high-income sporting ecosystem. Government institutions, the private sector, traditional leadership, schools, higher and tertiary education institutions, professionals and communities across every province are invited to support, participate and own this program. I call upon local authorities and the business partners to play their part through plowing back into the communities within which they operate. This includes investing in the construction of post-modern sporting infrastructure and academics. Takawirana kutinyika, inova, igotomba, igona matiro. Hallelujah. The success of the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup depends on our collective stewardship. Hence, on the outset, let this tournament become one of our country's nation-building instruments, connecting villages to cities, reaching provinces, and igniting the dreams of our young, talented boys and girls. Finally, I wish this Munhumutapa Challenge Cup initiative great success towards creating a lasting legacy for both the present and future generations of our beloved motherland, Zimbabwe. With these remarks, it is now my singular honor and privilege to declare the Zimbabwe Football Association Munhumutapa Challenge Cup officially launched. God bless you all.
A big round of applause for our guest of honor. Your Excellency, if we could ask your indulgence, if you could join us at the desk for the presentation of the check, the money that relates to this trophy. I'm going to call upon the SRC chairman, Dr. Nathaniel Madziwadika, to please come up and present the check to His Excellency before His Excellency appends his signature to that very check. A round of applause for Dr. Madziwadika as he comes, the SRC chairman. If you could present the check for this year's fund to His Excellency, and also hand over the marker that will be used by His Excellency.
Zimbabwe Football Association, $5 million United States dollars. Zifa Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. Let me assure that the money is coming from, it's not coming from me. Is that correct? It's understood. Then I can sense it.
The legendary signature, Nemadododo. Signed, and now let me call upon the Acting Minister of Sports as well as the President of the Zimbabwe Football Association, who will now receive the check of $5 million United States dollars from His Excellency. Your Excellency, if you could present the check. $5 million over 5 years. That's $25 million in total. $5 million per year. Ladies and gentlemen, $5 million for 2026. Come on, $5 million. Thank you so very much, Your Excellency. This is the biggest injection of money into the football ecosystem in the history of our football, $5 million each year for 5 years. The ZIFA president wants to keep it. You can deposit it in Barry Manandi's account, don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, just to also let you know that CBZ Bank are the custodians of the fund, and they'll be taking care of it. So a big round of applause for CBZ in the
And to give us our vote of thanks, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Ms. Rulo Neshamba as she comes through to give us our vote of thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ruben Neshamba, of course, representing the country, representing the mighty Warriors, and will give the vote of thanks on behalf of the players. Another round of applause for Ruben Neshamba.
Dr. Emerson Munhumutapa, Honorable Ministers, government officials present, the Ministry of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture, ZIFA President Mr. Nwabile Makwisi, and members of the ZIFA Executive Committee, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocol observed. It is my honor to deliver a vote of thanks at the close of this historic occasion, the official launch of the 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. Your Excellency, our deepest gratitude goes to you. Thank you for gracing this launch and officially ushering in what is set to become a defining competition in Zimbabwean football. Your presence here this morning is a powerful statement that sport matters, and that football has a key role to play in building our nation. Mr. President, we are sincerely grateful for the investment you have personally made and for the support of your government in championing sport and believing in ZIFA's vision to develop football from grassroots to elite level. We thank you for backing a program that will open opportunities for young people across the country, for the boy child and for the girl child, and for recognizing football as a platform for unity, discipline, purpose, and hope. Allow me to extend sincere appreciation to the Ministry of Sport, Recreation, Arts and Culture for its continued guidance and support. Thank you for working with football and for helping create an environment where sports can grow and contribute meaningfully to national development. To ZIFA President, Mr. Nwabile Makwisi, and his executive committee, thank you for your leadership, commitment, and tireless work. This competition is the result of vision, persistence, and teamwork. And this morning marks a major step forward in the journey of rebuilding and strengthening Zimbabwean football. To all stakeholders, partners, teams, and officials who played a part in bringing this event to life, we thank you. As we conclude, I wish to leave a challenge to the teams and players who participate in this tournament. Play with honor, play with pride, play with professionalism, respect the game, respect your opponents, and represent your communities and our nation with dignity. Above all, go and entertain and inspire Zimbabwe. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your presence and support this morning. May the Munhumutapa Challenge Cup unite the nation and help usher in a new era of football development in Zimbabwe. I thank you.
Thank you very much to Rubene Shamba, a decorated footballer for our Mighty Warriors and still playing for Chapugu, right? Is it? For
Very
Chapugu
well
Club
represented.
in the Midlands.
Very well represented. All the sportsmen in this place.
Very well represented with the athletes today.
Yes, loved it.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the football family, this year we are playing in the 25M Challenge Cup for a total combined $5 million. I think that deserves a huge round of applause. They're unprecedented.
I would like to see someone wipe off the smile of the ZIFA president right now. Good luck to you. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Acting Minister of Sports, Recreation, Arts and Culture, Honorable Machakaire, to come through and represent a gift to our guest of honor.
A round of applause as the Acting Minister comes.
Thank you. Your Excellency, yesterday we had a meeting whereby we were discussing this. I said, what can we give to our guest of honor tomorrow? And someone is saying a lot of things, but there's a man, Excellency, but I will tell you when I come to Pantrocho of Spain, who said, no, our president is a farmer. Even in town, no, he's a farmer. So our focus must be on something to do with farming. So, Your Excellency, the ministry and the stakeholders, we sat down yesterday and we allocated. We did our research and we found you a stud pedigree bull for you, Your Excellency. As a token of appreciation for supporting sports and also all the soccer fans that are in this house. So, Your Excellency, your president will deliver to your farm as soon as possible. I thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you so much to the Minister. A pedigree stud bull that will be delivered to the farm. And I can see His Excellency nodding. He's very happy with his gift. Another round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the gift of our guest of honor. And as I said earlier, he's been engaged with this entire process from the start, in meetings and driving this process for us to get to this point. So he certainly has been instrumental to ensuring that the 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup comes to life. And it is alive, Becky.
And you are ready to play.
I'm excited.
Beach football, you said?
Beach football is where I'm going to play. Barefoot. Yeah. Don't do something.
Good luck to you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for taking time to come and witness the launch of the 25M Munhumutapa Challenge Cup. At this point, may we all remain seated as we allow our guest of honor, His Excellency, Dr. E.D. Munangagwa, to exit.
In fact, could we all stand and just celebrate our guest of honor as he departs? Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for spending this time. He's got a very busy schedule, but he spent this time with us. Come on, let's celebrate our guest of honor, His Excellency the President. You may go ahead and take your seats, and with that we're going to release the ministers, members of parliament and dignitaries to go through to the ministers' lounge. The rest of us, please kindly take your seats. Please kindly take your seats. There is an order in which we need to do this. Invited guests who are in the front, please remain seated. We're now going to release the schools and the teams that are here. So the football sides and the schools that are here, please kindly go through to your buses. Most of the football teams, you need to get to training. So, yeah, you thought you weren't going to train today. Go and train. The Premier League teams, the league starts this weekend. For the regions, good luck. Our province, Matichu. Please move quickly so that we're able to release our invited guests. Invited guests, please remain seated. We have laid on